My name is Kevin Dwyer. I'm a senior theater arts major, and I'm involved in productions on campus. I am the president of Delta Sigma Phi fraternity. I am the co-president of Laser Squad Bravo improv team. I am the chair of programming for ASLMU, Associated Students of Loyola Marymount University, and I'm in 3 honor societies on campus. Prior to LMU, I didn't have very many guy friends. It wasn't really something that it's something that I kind of struggled with. I came out when I was a junior in high school, and it wasn't really hard for me. Like, my community was very accepting, my parents were very accepting, but the guys at my school and I just didn't really click. They were very athletic. They were the same kids who I went to kindergarten all the way through senior year of high school with. And so we got along for a while, and it just we drifted apart. And so I ended senior year with a lot of friends who were girls and like 1 or 2 guys who were my friends. And so coming to LMU, it was one of my goals. It was I want to be able to have friends who are guys without making it weird, without having this weird like wall up that they feel like I'm going to try and like hook up with them or do anything weird. Like, I just wanted to be friends with some guys and like make it a normal thing. And so I tried that freshman year, and I thought it was working, and it ended up not working out very well. And I had some falling outs with individuals, and it wasn't until first semester of sophomore year when I joined Delta Sig that I was like, dang, okay, I found it. Like, the guys who know exactly who I am and who love me for exactly who I am, who I am, and just really care about the person I am. And I think that just shows in the position that I'm in right now, the fact that I can be an openly gay president of one of the 7 fraternities at a Jesuit university. Not saying anything that the Jesuits would not be accepting, but just the idea and the concept of it is very, very strange. And I just love my organization so much, and I'm so lucky to be in a position of leadership and be able to share and help out in any way I can, because I feel like they've given me so much, and I've gained so much from my experience in Delta Sig that like I wouldn't want it any other way. I wouldn't want to spend my 3 hours of free time a day texting and making sure everyone's okay and getting people information that they need, or contacting nationals or the Greek life office and signing papers. And it seems like so much busy work, and a lot of people are like, oh, why would you even sign up for that? But like, they gave me so much that I just have to give back to an organization who made me so happy and has continued to make me so happy. And they're the people who I hang out with every day. They're the people who I live with. They're the people I spend time with at 3 o'clock in the morning, talking about things that you would only talk about with the people who you are seriously close to. It's really great that LMU offers so many productions. So there's 8 theater productions for the department and 4 theater productions for Delray players. And I've been lucky enough to be in a production every single semester, actually. So my favorite production I ever worked on was with the Delray players. And it was actually the first semester of my freshman year, and it was Spring Awakening. It was just crazy. I got to school, and we got to school on like a Friday, and we do our orientation all of Saturday and Sunday, and everyone's like throwing information at you and being like, here's this, here's that, sign up for this. And you're like, ah. And my birthday fell on that Wednesday, and auditions were on Monday and Tuesday, and callbacks were on Wednesday. And I was there for my birthday for callbacks, and it was like a bloodbath. It was like they had everyone come in for a dance audition, and then they like sent a couple people home. And so slowly this number of like probably 30 people who were called back just like dwindled down and down and down and down and down until myself and only 2 other people were left. And I didn't know the show very well, so I didn't really understand that there were like 3 main characters and that we were probably being cast as those characters, until we're like standing in the room and they give us like a song that we all sing together. And I was like trying to figure out, and they're like, great, thanks, I think we know what we're gonna do. And I left, and the girl who played the lead, Lacey Smith, she graduated, she's wonderful. She was like, oh yeah, like we got the parts, congratulations. I was like, what parts? And she's like, the lead, you're the lead. And I'm like, I'm the lead? And I like had no idea. So it was really crazy to be able to come to LMU and be able to pursue something that I've wanted for so long, and be able to, right when I get here, someone kind of validate that I'm good enough and I can kind of take on that role. And so I've pretty much only done the musicals here, and I've had some really great roles doing it. So I think it's really interesting. So improv, people are like, you don't have to practice for improv, because if you're practicing, people think kind of like you're memorizing or you're like practicing characters or doing stuff like that. But the point of practicing is it's very much like a muscle. It's like riding a bike. You have to just kind of keep improvising to kind of get into the mindset of just being really creative and kind of getting that energy and juices flowing in your body. We'll usually do a bit of long form, which is our version of long form isn't like 30 minutes and you keep the same characters. It's very much like you start a scene, you have 2 or 3 characters on stage, that scene kind of develops, and once you feel like those characters have developed and you have an idea off of what those characters have said, you swipe the scene and then you come in with new characters or the same idea. If there's like, they mentioned a girl named Daisy, the next scene you could be planting daisies. So just some kind of spin off of what the scene before kind of created. And then we always end our practices and our shows with a game called Sex is Like or 185, which are kind of like our closing games. They're pun based, very fun. I'm Kevin Dwyer and I'm a proud LMU Lion. I'm Kevin Dwyer and I'm a proud LMU Lion.